Hello and welcome to OzToyReviews. Now, it's your good pal Oz, and I'm going to do a quick video on just the beginning stages of the game, just to make it as basic and simple as possible, just to get new players who are unfamiliar with Minecraft or struggle to get themselves established in the game, just to kind of give them a guide on how to get started. And it'll just be the basicest things like starting a new world, like getting a food source so that you've got constant food coming in, as well as getting your first base. Even though I'll just do like a crazy little cave base, it's enough so that you can then kind of get food cooking, build your tools, and have a safe place to go at nighttime. So we'll just do the bare basics. Whoa, we're underwater. The bare basics just to get you started in a new game. Because yeah, I play with my kids, and one of them is horrible at finding his own food and even just like building tools and all the basic stuff. So if I can show you guys how to do that stuff, then I don't know, it might just be helpful. Anyway, so the first thing I do in any new game, whoa, look at all those fish, is find a good place to settle our world or settle our home. So probably the best thing to do is climb a tree, get up somewhere nice and high, and then we can look around and see what our options are. So I'm just climbing to the top here. This is a nice big tree. Okay, here we go. So I want to be close to water because one, it makes it kind of easy to travel around. You can just quickly build a boat and get around, but mainly because that's going to be our food supply. Just by murdering fish and throwing them on a campfire, it's by far the easiest, fastest way to get food until you get started farming, just like as a beginning kind of game. Now this area isn't so amazing because there's just a lot of little islands. I wouldn't mind going over there, or maybe there where there's not many trees around, but the trees are still close enough to reach. Yeah, I might make a quick trip over there. So let's get straight over there right now. Okay, now I'm halfway to my destination. So we started up over there. Let me just quickly climb this mountain. So we were standing on that tree before, and I'm running over to this location just because, yeah, it looks like a good place to start. And I've seen this village pop up, and I don't want to be too close to a village because then during the night, if I'm within the same chunk of the village, or even just, I think even like less than that, monsters will start spawning. Oh, there's another village way over there in the distance too. So I'm gonna go further into the trees than I first hoped. Maybe even here. Oh no, it's a little bit too close to the water. Because we want to be close enough to the water to murder all these beautiful fish we're seeing around, but we don't want to be close enough that drown to come out of the water all the time to murder us. So maybe if we chop down all these trees, this would be far enough away from the village, but also close enough to a river. I wouldn't mind that. Actually, this is... Oh, I don't like building in forests, because then we can't see what's around us. Dudes can drop out of trees like koalas and murder us. So let's just kind of go see what's over this hill. And hopefully we're not going to be too close to the village. We're on the cusp. We're probably okay. We're probably okay. So let's just build here. We'll chop down this tree and we'll build here. So the first thing we need to do, besides finding our starting spot, is to get wood. So I would usually say 3 trees is a good start. If there's no coal around, then 3 trees is good. Because if there's coal around, then you're fine. You can start cooking, you can start building things. You can build campfires with coal. But without it, then you have to burn logs to make charcoal. So we need to get a bit of extra wood just for that. Now, chopping down all these trees with just a stick is not going to be so awesome or fun or fast. So let's quickly build a workbench. So I'm going to turn some of those logs into planks and some of those planks into a workbench, a crafting table. There we go. So now we got a crafting table. Let's just bung it down here. I'm already getting hungry. I don't know if you can see, but I can't point at it, but my food bar, which is on the bottom right hand corner, jiggling about, is showing me that I'm getting a little bit hungry. So we're going to have to be a little bit fast and get ourselves established. There's lots of cows around and I'm tempted to chop them up into little bits, but we won't. We'll stick to the fish. Okay, so we just need enough wood. I think I said 3 trees, but I'll probably just get maybe 1 more log. Just because that was a big tree we started off with. Okay, looking good. Now let's get us a pickaxe. So we need more. We need a handle, so we need more sticks. Shuffle, shuffle. Now, one thing too, when you start the game, if you're an absolute beginner, it will start off with this view where you can only see your crafting area, but you have no idea what you can build. So you can kind of muddle your way through it and work things out. But an easier way of doing it is to click on this, which shows you the recipe book and your inventory and crafting space. So over here, this shows you all the things which you can craft. And in this case, if I just clicked on the wooden pickaxe, it automatically throws everything into the crafting area, ready to build what you've asked. So in this case, we get the wooden pickaxe, and that's probably all we need for now. So we'll leave that there, and we need to start our home because where's the sun? It's already halfway through the day, past halfway. So in probably about 2 or 3 minutes of game time, it's going to start getting dark and monsters are going to start appearing. So we need to get a beginning house. So probably, like, we could build one above ground because this is where we want to eventually build our proper house. But for now, let's just dig a hole. We'll just do a whole house. So for that, as you can see, I'm just digging down a little bit. Okay, nice. Now this is where we whip out our pickaxe to break up the stone. And you can do it by hand, but it's just faster if using a pickaxe. And as you go too, you'll start to find certain materials, like certain ores that you find while mining need different levels of pickaxe. So if you find iron, you can, I think you can mine iron just with a wooden or stone pickaxe. But if you found gold or something more valuable than iron, then you start to need like iron pickaxes or stone pickaxes, depending on what the item is. Okay, now we're just making a basic house just big enough to be able to walk around and place some things down. Looking good. Now we're going to build a campfire eventually. So I'm just going to make us a little chimney. We can stand here because we'll put the fireplace down below. Now the chimney is helpful because it will make it easier to find our home. Like if the smoke is rising up high, we'll be able to see our home a little bit easier. And it's just something I do because it feels more satisfying, I think. Okay, now where do we put our workbench? Lift it up here. Now while I'm walking around, I should be knocking down little tufts of grass because this will give us seeds. So we are going to start the game just by getting fish and murdering fish for food. But for the long-term game, you want to have a farm going. So we will start also a very, very basic farm along the edge of the river. That will probably be enough. That will be able to feed us. So actually, while it's daytime, let's quickly build one of those. We'll get ourselves a stone sword so we can chop some fish up. A stone pickaxe just because it's faster. And a stone... There we go. Now I am a little bit weird how I have to have everything the same way every time. So I always have these set up. So when you press 1, it will take you to the first item in your inventory, and then 2 and 3, and it's always the same. So if I'm just walking along, planting my seeds, and a creeper appears behind me, I can very quickly just press the number 1, and I'm ready with my sword to attack. Okay, sun's going down. We got to move. So I need more logs. Actually, no, I don't need more logs. I just need some fish to eat. So let's run. We're a little bit further away from the water than I like, but it's okay. It kind of means drowned aren't going to come out and gobble on our face while we're sleeping. Okay, there's some fish. Now, oh, I'm too slow. I've used up too much food. Usually you can run or swim fast and catch these guys much easier. But because I'm so hungry, I am slow in the water. So there, we got 2 fish. Oh, and it's nighttime. All right, I can't be greedy. I gotta leave. Oh wait, he's swimming towards me. Got him. Okay, so we got 3 fish. And already skeletons are out. Oh, and creepers. Okay, I don't know who I'd rather have. The creepers you can outrun. So we're gonna go around that creeper. Oh, 2 creepers. Okay, there's gonna be some explosions behind us. Especially since we're too hungry to run. All right. And I don't have a door yet. So this could get a little bit interesting in a second. It might be easier just to let them explode while we're further away from my house. If you back away just as they're getting bigger, you'll be safe from the explosion. Okay, in this case, he just died just by being slow. Oh, spider! Okay. Any more spiders? Nah, we're looking good. Okay, usually I would have just tried to outrun them, but because I have lost my house, but because I didn't have a front door, running into my house wouldn't really do much. Oh, another creeper. I've lost my house. We haven't got our smokestack going, and we don't have any lights to show us where our door is. So I'm going to have to kind of just find it again. Now, I think it was up this hill near those trees we were chopping down. Okay. Yeah, I see it. But there's a lot of monsters out the front. So we're going to have to... Now, that creeper's going to stay away. No, he's not. Now, this is going to get hard. Let's take care of the creeper first. Okay, we got a lot of creepers around. Let's just let them blow up and help us out. Okay, now we've taken some damage. I'll probably die. Because I don't have a shield or anything to help me with the skeleton. But we'll give it our best. If we die at this early stage, oh, like that, doesn't really matter. Because we haven't accumulated much. Oh, we're back underwater. We haven't accumulated much experience yet. So dying isn't really as bad as it would be in a later game. Now, there's another village over there. That's awesome. But now I think our house... So we started off, we climbed up that tree. We looked over this way. And that's where we are over there. So I'm going to quickly, instead of making you watch me slowly swim across here, we'll just jump ahead in time. Okay, now we're almost back to where I died. And let's hope I can find it. I can run now at least, which makes it much easier to escape all these monsters. So when you start running low on food and you're getting too hungry, then you can't run. So you die much more easily. Now, where's all my stuff? Okay. Now this is a very dangerous night. Now we died... I thought we were over there, but I don't see my stuff. There's some seeds. That wasn't me. Maybe we died higher up. We're getting a bit close to the village now. If we go up here, we can look down and hopefully see all my stuff. There it is, down in that hole, right next to all the creepers. Okay, more creepers. We're probably going to die. No. Okay, we're fine. We survived. Now, my hole is over here, and just to keep all those jerks out, we'll just chuck that in. Okay, now we're back on track. We're not about to die. That hole I might patch up for now. Hopefully we picked up all our stuff in time. Yeah, we didn't bring back that workbench with us, but we'll just quickly make another one. Okay, there we go. Now we need planks. And I won't worry about the door yet. Shuffle, shuffle. There we go. We got some fish, so that's good. So we're literally in the dark right now. I'm just going to make a hole for my workbench. Okay, now we need to make charcoal, because I never managed to get some coal. So we'll put our furnace there. Now we need to burn logs to make charcoal. So we'll burn 2 logs. Chuck in our wooden axe that we don't need anymore. And once that's burned up, we'll burn our wooden pickaxe, what we don't need. And we should be good to go. Okay. So 1 coal. And we've got sticks. We've got everything we need to build a campfire, which is going to be great. And also we've got 1 charcoal, which will help us build a light or some torches. So torches first. Good. And now the campfire. Good. Okay. So now we're kind of halfway there. I know we died and it wasn't ideal, but we now have everything we need to kind of be fed. So let's cook these 3 fish. Put our light up somewhere. Not that we really need it with a campfire, but put a light there. Okay, now we've got our cozy little house. Make it a tiny bit bigger just so we can move. Okay, nice. Now we need a door. Let's quickly build a door. That will take 6 wood. We don't have enough wood. We've got a tree, but we don't have enough wood for a door. So that's right. We'll keep living in our cave with our dirt door. And hopefully, once morning comes, which may not be yet. Let me just get that. There we go. It's still nighttime. So let's quickly skip ahead to morning. And then we'll be able to get our farm started and just flesh out our character and our base a little bit more. Okay, now we've been standing still for most of the night. Usually you would mine in the first night just to see what materials you can find, but I don't want you guys to skip that. And here we are. Okay, so the sun's just gone up. The sun is hitting all these skeletons and bad guys and making them slowly die. So we can just ignore him and he will drop dead eventually. Okay, now we needed wood. And there's some sheep, which is awesome. So you can, if we can build some, we could either murder these sheep straight up, which I would usually do, but oh yeah, we've got enough sheep. Okay. You can murder sheep when you start the game. Just make sure you've got at least 2 sheep around so that you can breed more sheep. Now, I've only got 2 sheep down there, so I don't want to murder them. Because later on in the game, if I want more wool, I'll need to have a lot of sheep around. Or at least 1 or 2, just so I can share their wool and not have to wait for it to respawn so quickly. Now we are looking for more fish. And also we're going to do a little look for things like steel and coal. Coal will be good too. And we've got our hoe. So let's get gardening started too. So what you need to garden is you need to have water nearby. Like 2 blocks. It's got to be 2 blocks away. You're going to have a water source as well as light. So you can just leave it and it will grow by itself without any torches or anything nearby. But if you want your crops to keep growing during the night, then having a torch, like shining light on it, even during the night, is the way to go. Now, usually with seeds, how many seeds have I got? Only 3. I must have lost some when I died. But usually having 9 seeds is the best start because that way you can grow 9 pieces of wheat, and then that can be converted into 3 breads. And 3 breads is kind of enough to get you by for a day. So that's usually what I start with is 9. Okay, there's another one. We could be getting wood while I'm here. Actually, I need wood. We gotta put that door on our house. Okay, looking good. So now we're going to have a door in our house and we're going to have our farm going. And if I get a chance to kill another sheep or to find some shares, we'll do that. Okay, looking good. Do I see any like juicy fish next to the edge? Nope. So no fish for us today. They respawn fairly fast, so sometimes even when you're like swimming around, chopping up fish, making some sushis, they respawn right in front of your eyes. Okay. No seeds coming from that. Let's gonna give up on the seeds for now. We just need 1 more. Okay. Oh, there's some fish too. All right, we'll get 1 or 2 more fish. Now that I can swim faster, chopping these fish should be easy. Okay. Oh, the outright. No, I'm hungry again. No, I never ate that fish. Okay. We got 1 of it. We got 2 of it. There we go. Not too bad. Now, I think I cooked fish. Yeah, there they are. We just never ate them. There we go. Okay, now that we've got food in our bellies, we'll be able to sprint again. And I noticed, yeah, no, that's rotten. We don't want rotten fish. I'm just chucking that away. That stuff doesn't really get useful only until like potion making. Or if you have a composter, I think you can throw them in the composter, which will make bone meal, which you can use to grow things faster. Oh, yeah, beautiful two-headed horse. Oh no, just two horses. But for now, we don't need it, so I'm just tracking it as it goes. It despawns eventually. 15 minutes. If you're in the same chunk for 15 minutes, then things will despawn. Okay. Well, we needed one more seed. Have we got 9 seeds yet? Nope. I'm going to give up on that. We'll probably find someone. Ah, there we go. On the way back. Now, that's a big village too. So I don't know if I explained it already, but try not to be too close to a village. It's always handy to have one nearby, because you can trade with them. You can pilfer from their farms if you want. But yeah, main thing is you can trade with them. So if there's any like rare stuff you want, or if you want some cool like enchantment spells or maps or cool things like that, then it's good being able to have the option of just going to a farm and grabbing some from them. Now our house, I think, was over there. It's starting to look a little bit the same, but yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was over there. So let's build the farm quite close by. Maybe here. Okay, so we need 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, close enough. So it's got to be 2 squares away from the water. So even that one there will be fine. We got a lot of seeds. We'll chuck those in. Now, it'll probably take a day or 2 for that to grow to the point where we can use it. But that's fine, because we've got fish until then. But this is long term, so eventually you would expand that. So you'd probably want to, I'll show you a good, oh, I didn't build a shovel. But you can, a good layout for doing a farm, I'll very quickly show you, is without a bucket. If I have a bucket, then you can completely customize it however you want. But otherwise, you make kind of channels for letting the water through, and it lets you kind of grow more without having to worry about doing it all at the edge of some river. So you can do something like that, and then you just do that and that and that and that, and then you can just make a big kind of square with a big square farm, and then it's just easier to walk through and chop them as you're walking through and collect a lot quickly. Anyway, I don't waste too much time making the perfect farm. We can kill another sheep as long as we breed sheep later on, but I guess for the purpose of this video, I shouldn't be trying to keep my sheep for the long game. Let me know too, if you do want me to make another follow-up video from this one, where we go a little bit further, like we go exploring, we'll do some mining, build some better weapons, check out that village, try to get to the end, or even just build a nether portal. I can do tutorials on anything, or we can just do a playthrough, and I've lost my house again. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want to see more like this. Okay, there's our house. So we need a light, and we need to build a tower or something to help us find our house. Okay, now we need to build our bed. So all you need for your first bed is 3 wool, which is usually fairly easy. If I'm like traveling to find my house, I usually kill sheep on the way there, because I know I'm not going to need those sheep again. But if you start off in the area that you're going to stay in, then probably don't kill all the sheep, because like I mentioned, you might need that wool later on. That bed's in a bad place. So now that I've got a bed, I right click on it once, and it set my respawn point. So if I die, I'm not going to respawn in the ocean again. I'm going to respawn right here, probably with my head in these bricks. Let's just quickly get rid of some bricks. There we go. So now I'm going to be standing here when I respawn, which is good. And now also when nights come, instead of having to sit here and just stare at the fireplace, getting a little bit blind, you can just skip the nights and you'll be a-okay. Now let's build a door just to make our house nice and cozy, which is like this. And we are good. Our house is... Now this is just our beginning house, of course, but our beginning house is looking good. So we can be in here during the night, do crafting and stuff like that, and feel completely safe. Now, one thing you would eventually want to do, and I don't know about completely safe, because creepers will like stand in here. You have to wake up and murder them all. But one thing you can do as you get more coal is start to light up the area so that you can, so that creatures won't spawn around your base. Now, just because I keep losing my house, I'm just going to put that like that so I can find it more easily. And now with that farm, and I'm not sure if I did this or not, but I was talking about the light sources and how things will grow faster during the day if you have light. So we can also go and put a torch around it. And here's our farm. We'll put a torch there, maybe another one here. And now we're good. So we've got our farm going for the long-term game so that whenever we're doing things, this will be passively growing wheat for us. And then also in the short-term game, we've got our river nearby full of little fishies that we can chop up. And as easy as that, you just take them back, throw them on your campfire. I usually will put 2 campfires going at once, because quite often when you're out and about doing adventures, you'll kill at least, 3 or 4 fish, and you don't want to have to stand there watching them cook. So if you've got 2 campfires going, then you can cook 8 things all at once. But let's throw this on. So there's our lamb meat. We'll throw on our fish, and we're good. So we've got our starting house, we've got our bed, we've got our workbench, we've got some tools, enough to go mining and get iron. So the next thing I would do after this is probably go explore that village, see what they've got. You can usually pilfer some good stuff from them. And then also go mining to get ourselves some iron for iron weapons, iron armor, and everything like that. And then from there, it's on to the end game. You'd go to the nether. Start getting things like blaze rods and things like that for potion making. Also, they've got lots of diamonds and stuff in the ruins in the nether area. You can get the black kind of bricks, which I've forgotten the name of right now, but that will make your armor and weapons way stronger. And then from there, it's on to the end and strongholds and things like that. But guys, so that's it. That's all I wanted to cover in this video. It's very easy for me just to keep going on and playing the game, but I better cut it short there. So like I mentioned before, if you got any suggestions or anything else you want to watch from this series, like if you want me to do any more tutorials or just play the game, let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you liked the channel and don't want to miss out on any future videos. But otherwise, guys, have a great week. Enjoy playing Minecraft. Take care of yourself, and I will catch you next time.